Hello, my name is Katie. I am sitting on top of my lovely roof terrace in the Brighton sunshine. Summer might have finally arrived in England, and I just want to talk to you about this time because I am a channel and I do lots of different ceremonies and workshops, and the kind of big guidance that I am having about July 2016 is that it is really a time for exploring, honouring, unfolding and discovering the divine feminine, whether you are male or female, but especially if you are female and walking or feel like you're about to walk your path. There was this huge shift in June, and the energy is very, very different in July. June was actually quite a masculine energy. July is a very, very feminine energy because that is the energy that is really coming into her power at the moment. And there's all sorts of wonderful things to explore and discover. I just said displore about the divine feminine within yourself. But the biggest thing for me of the last few days is I had a message about how to deal with kind of conscious evolution within yourself and emotional evolution within yourself in a divine feminine way. So the masculine, when it has a tendency to transform or change, the masculine energy is very cutting, it's very about clearing, whereas the divine feminine energy is it's an actually more drawn out process, but it's very powerful because it is about recycling. And so what I'm finding is that now that we're into July, whenever an emotion or a belief system or something that feels uncomfortable for me is coming up, rather than clearing it, which is what I used to do, I am now feeling called to recycle it, and it's really transforming my energy body. So for example, say I am stressed about something, I find where the stress is, if it is in my body or my aura, and I really give myself time and space to feel that stress, to invite all of that stress energy into the moment. One of the things that the divine feminine does is it does things from a more kind of patient and open way than the masculine does. And so I really give space for that stress to be there, and say imagine it's about here in my aura. I feel the tightness of it, and then I allow it to express itself, and then I release it. And rather than just kind of clearing it or destroying it, I release it into a new form of energy. So stress and all of the kind of lower vibrational emotions are really, they hold an awful lot of energy. And when you alchemize, when you transform in the divine feminine way, what you're doing is you're essentially recycling it into something that you want. When we get in deep into emotional alchemy, you can go through all sorts of different things that you can alchemize into, but the easiest thing to do is to turn it into love. So if you imagine the vibration of stress and you consciously choose to neutralize that energy and then let it become love in your aura, it really changes your vibration and gives you lots more energy for your life. It's a really, really exciting technique. So because of this guidance that I've had about the importance of exploring and evolving with the divine feminine way of doing things, I have been guided to hold several events in the UK that are specifically women's only circles, so that women have a chance to really connect to what it means to be the embodiment of the Divine Feminine in their own unique way at this really crucial time where the Divine Feminine is remembering herself, remembering her power, and unlocking and unleashing all of the parts of herself that have, over the past 2,000 years plus, been shut down, repressed, or locked away. And I have to say, every goddess circle that I have done that is women's only, it just has this really special energy to it. So women's circles just feel really right at the moment, and when women sit in circle together, there is this huge collective and personal releasing and rediscovering. And Starlight Meditation is holding space for this to happen. We've got an amazing Wild Self workshop, which is overlighted by the mother spirit animals, which are basically the goddesses of different animals. So the wolf mother is the goddess of wolves. The panther mother is the goddess of panthers, and we're going to connect to these ancient mothers that have this deep understanding of how to be in your divine feminine and unique power, and we're going to let them teach us and heal us and channel through us in this really shamanic and beautiful workshop where we awaken the wild parts of our divine feminine. And so that's on Saturday the 9th of July. And I have also been called to do a goddess journey to Glastonbury, which is the heart chakra of the world. And every time I do a journey to Glastonbury, it is always so magical, because there is just fairy magic and synchronicity floating around that place in abundance. And I can't wait to see what happens when we combine that with an honouring of the goddess, of the priestess archetypes, of the divine feminine as she is waking up.